Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new wiki tutorial, and this time I'm going to talk how to do the flesh that is looking like deadly for this cultist. So in the previous video I explained how to do the dusted or the dirty clothes, and now we're going to explain how I will do on camera the skin. So I will do like purplish deadly skin, and to start with I will start with a base of demonette hide. Is like a purple that is a little bit greenish, and I think it's a good base for that. I don't want to go for a very bright purple, so just apply a layer of this color on the miniature. It's going to look very purplish, but I think it's a good base to start. So I will apply this on all the skin, and this guy have all the top part of the body undressed, so it's have no clothes in this part of on the torso. So I will apply this color, thin layer. This is a base color. It will work very well, and yeah, here I see that have a tattoo with the chaos symbol. We are going also to cover this, how to make this to pop up. So but now just apply a thin layer of this greenish purple that is demonette hide. So I will apply this all over the miniature, all over the skin, and I will be back once this is done. Okay, next color that I'm going to use, it's racar flesh. So, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go muzzle by muzzle, and I will paint them, leaving the recess in purple. And I will have purple next to me. I will have the previous one to make soft transitions in case I need. I will mix them together. So as you can see, I go between greenish color and purple color. You have, sorry that this lamp is too close here. You have here the two colors, and I will also be mixing them at the same time. So let's go to do that. So as you can see, I start by the belly. We'll paint here. Paint with the paint thin. This will intensify the deadly looking of the skin. That is what I'm looking for. Here on this thing we are going to highlight the scars, point where they are, and we are going to do some shading around the scars later on. But now we leave it like that. We keep doing this step. Let's do, don't forget the toes, the feet. He is not wearing shoes, this guy. Here you almost can do a dry brush if you want it. You can see I'm using both colors. Yeah, let's start with the here. And I did here the back of the feet. So let's do the biceps. And we play with, as is quite thin it. I thin it quite a lot, this paint, with water before. So I need to buy a new pot. This is finishing. In some cases a little bit transparent. The Rocker Flash have the property that is not very transparent, so we will make this transition so a little bit hard in some points. So we will need to work the transition later on. So you can see here, so if you see that if you find the transition is too harsh, mix a little bit. And let's do the transition softer. This is a thing that you want to keep balancing during the paint job. See, then I go with Rocker Flash. So we want to keep highlighting all these muscles. Normally when I do skin, I prefer to do layering and washes. I don't like the wire brush on the skin because I think the finishing is too rough for the skin work. So I always prefer to do more layering and washes sometimes. Here we are going to show the symbol of chaos. The idea for this symbol or this scarf with the shape of the symbol of chaos is I will highlight it with white, and then we are going to put like purple necrotic color around the scar. So here we go like that. Now we are going to do the center. Let's keep pinpointing. I have here a little bit of mixture. The beginning can look a little bit weird. Give time that the paint is dry and the color is settling down sometimes, and you did a big, quite a big surface to really look, analyze how it's looking like. Don't take a small portion. Normally when you just paint a small portion and you try to judge the paint job from a small portion, you can be misled. You can see maybe it's too much effort for a guy that is only costing 6 points on the game. When I realize that I miss the jaw, because he has a mask but it's not covering the mouth. paint this purple. We let it dry. Yeah, always, as usual, paint with very thin dull paints. Here, for example, these muzzles that are not that defined, I will go with lighter purple now. This purple have these two are base colors, so they cover very well the previous one, so you have to be careful, and even when you thin it, they cover quite well, so you have to play with the blending to make the transition softer. So here, if I cover, you cannot see, I'm doing the finger now. And I'm not doing white because I think the purple white that we have is too purple. I want something that is more greenish. I think it's too bright. I'm looking for something that is less bright to do the skin. As you can see here, we just go finger by finger. We're going to do another, maybe two the layers of highlights. At the end we want the purple really to be more subtle, so it's still too much visible. I'm applying now the mixture that I have a little bit of mix with lacquer flash to, so I prepare here a little bit of mixture, more or less 50-50. To really put some water to make it work a little bit like a glaze wash. And the zones that I don't want too much, I don't want it to really pop up too much. That way it's so watery that I can also put a little bit of, I will keep here the purple. See. Let's do the back and the other arm. the mixture that I did to soften here. Take a flash. It's been so long that I was waiting for cultists before they launch the Dark Vengeance starter kit. And we can do all this part, and then I will use the mixture I did too. So we want this to go much clearer. This was before the Games Workshop launch the washes. This was the main technique to paint the skin. Was just to do a strong base color and then start layering up to the brighter color. This was the main techniques before Games Workshop, before we start using washes. Now that we use washes, we normally start more with the middle tone, and we go first down and then up. But before this period, before during previous periods, the technique was more layering up the colors. You can see I play with the purple. We'll add some purple here as I eliminated before. More tone down. This color can also work for a vampire. You can see here that the muscles are quite deep. We can keep the purple on the arms where it's more rounded and more soft, the transitions. We should blend a little bit to make the transition look less aggressive. Put more darker flash here. This is the one that you have really, because it's very smooth, the transition from the shoulder. You don't want strong lines here, they look weird. On the abdominals, on the abdominals, you can work more strong transitions. But I have the feeling in this region is not working that well. As you can see, there is a lot of back and forth, try to calibrate the color, and now I'm going to take lacquer flash quite thin and try to smooth the surface. And I think for a cultist, have to do a little bit on there. Here I will do the chin, and I also do the ribs. It's just with the brush horizontal, just touching a little bit to show what's going there. The hand is okay. Here I can just make this purple a little bit less visible. But I think now it's looking good. I will keep these colors open and ready because I go now for the next step. And I will use what's called the name? Palette Witch Flesh, that it's almost white. So, sorry I had a problem with the video. What I did, and I will show here on, I feel bad. I applied palette Witch Flesh. I'm just missing the foot. So what I do is I pick up the most exterior part of the skin or the muscle, and I painting them. So here, for example, I applied palette Witch Flesh in that region to make it look match palette, because I want to go for a white color. I want to look the skin really unhealthy. So I'm just applying this, and I applying in key parts to highlight and make it look more palette. As you can see, I did here. I applied a little dot. I will repeat on these muscles. I will apply a little dot here. And the thing that is important, I did the chaos symbol with white, and I leave it inside purplish in purpose. Here at the back we are going to pick these muscles with palette Witch Flesh, and sorry that the camera just failed. You can see I will do the elbow, and on the hands the pass that you want to do is this part here, as you can see, and this part. So this make really contrast with the purple and makes the skin look really unhealthy and I think necrotic from my point of view. I also apply here on the chin. I didn't apply it on the mouth, on the lips. The lips I will keep them a little bit purplish. What I will know now, the last two steps that I need to do. First I will take Agvax Air Shade. And I will apply Agvax Air Shade inside the mouth. The mouth have never applied red in the inside of the mouth. The mouth should be or black or very dark brown. If you put red, it will look like he's vomiting blood from. So I apply just Agvax Air Shade, and I apply it localized inside the mouth in that way. Okay, let it dry. And the other thing I will do is I will take now the purple wash, Dvachi Violet, and I will apply this around the symbol. I want the symbol to really pop up and look really weird. So I will take this one, and with passion I will go next to the symbol, and I will let the wash do the work for me. Okay, in that way we are going to make pop up the symbol. If you go a little bit on the symbol, it's not going to be bad. Okay, and I want this to be really the bright purple of the what's called the Dutchy violet. See, go there. If you want to do this, yes, up to you. I will not apply it in any other places than miniature, but this will give very nice contrast. Here, this part is a little bit tricky part, because it's the mold partage plus the symbol plus the muzzle. It's a little bit messy before you don't apply, and you can see the symbol is not really following. It's a little bit strange there, so I will do something like that. You can apply a little bit more purple here to make it look more aquatic in the middle. And you can apply a little bit of this just on the deeper recesses, but very little. Try just not to carry wash, and apply very little, just to emphasize some parts. Don't apply everywhere. And here I think I still need, I think it's too harsh still. No, it's okay. It's just to be fair, it's just a cultist what I'm painting here. But here is the only place that maybe you want to emphasize a little bit more. And that's all. I think this is looking good. This is the skin. How to do unhealthy purplish skin. I think it's looking great. This works very well for cultists and also for undead. So I hope you find this painting tutorial interesting. Please let me know what do you think. Leave your comment below. And now let's see if I can make a close-up to this. So this is how the skin is looking like now. This is one side, and this is the other side, and the symbol of chaos there. So I hope you find this interesting and helpful. Please leave your comment below. Apologies for the mistake in the recording, but I think I explained all the steps that I do here correctly. I repeated just the ones that I miss. And as usual, yeah, leave your comment below, like if you like it. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.